What's going on, guys? Back at it again with more Donny Cage talking. Short group today, but nevertheless, that's all right. Still gonna get it rolling, get things talking, talk about some more Donny Cage goodness. Do that super chat from earlier, and all right. Okay.
What is up, guys? What is up? Yeah, Redneck. We're coming strong. Talking about a good one. I got my opinions, and they have theirs, which you'll be hearing. And if we hit 100 subscribers, I promised to give away this beautiful CBCS 9.8 Redneck one per store variant. Ooh, super dope, super clean. So let's make sure we hit 100 subscribers. And this bad boy will be coming out to one of you guys. Super dope, super clean.
Yes, sir. You guys can hear me all right?
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure. I know we had issues last time. All right. Next up, we got KM.
Oh, he's got it pulled out and everything.
Yes, sir. Talk about some rednecks, goodness.
Unmute.
I got him. Oh, shit, I can't.
There we go. Just wanted to do the layout real quick. How you guys doing? Happy Sunday. There we go. Just wanted to do the layout real quick.
With that being said, let's get into it. So, Cam, what you think about redneck and the overall background of it? Oh.
Yeah, well, I kind of really did enjoy the book. It was a little something different to read. That's why it was a good way to bring this topic up to see how some of his work is contrasting in different ways. And I kind of really dug this horror story. It was a little bit different, but it still kept the vampire lore. It still kept the vampire mytho, which I really enjoyed. Getting hurt by the sun, um, being hurt by the cross. They have to drink blood. Um, the fight between the two families, they just kind of remind you of the Hatfields and McCoys for a reason. It just reminded me of them, and it brought it like you know how the Bowmans and the Landrys, were just going at it for years. Which I think it first started over a stolen horse, and then it led up to just a bigger issue, and it just kept going and building until till got to the point of the book. But yeah, to me it was a really interesting read. I really did enjoy the difference of styles that he, what I'm saying, from God Country to this to Tomahawk. It was something different. That's why not everybody has the same type of likes, and not everybody's going to be able to adapt to different type of books. But that's a good way to find out that not always the same writer's going to bring you what you like. But on this occasion, I kind of did dig this one. It's because this is my opinion. I really didn't really get drawn into Tomahawk, but I got drawn into this one a little bit more. And that's the cool part. That I think everybody has a different type of style, and everybody has a different type of, a liking when it comes to comics. and I kind of did just like the way that it focused on the family and how it just reminded you of everyday typical like family problems. Like even though you have a problem with a rival, you might have inner family problems, and just building inside your own family. It's just kind of like it was a cool twist. I just thought it was a good plot. That's my sense.
Okay. How about
Um, so for me, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a hard read. And it's not because it was bad or it wasn't a good book. It was just not my genre. I'm typically not into vampires. I'm not into a lot of the gore and stuff. Like I'm not into Vampirella, Red Sonja, any of that. You guys know that. That's why I like almost never throw it up. But yeah, for me, the base of the story about family versus family, and vampires who are rednecks, and the whole cattle and all that between them fighting. Like it's a cool base story, but once you start to get into it more, and the grandkids, and then ambushing and stuff, which there are some parts where with the ambush, with the boys that were going to the party or whatever, and then they get ambushed or whatever, and it's some of that stuff was predictable. Which I mean, not everything can be unpredictable, but you can still definitely tell it's Donny Cates' style. But it's a very more sharp and rugged side of Donny Cates that we haven't seen in these other books. I would say the one that we've seen the closest to the style of Redneck, I believe, would be Tomahawk. Um, God Country is still my number one, but God Country's like not as gore and rugged as this is. Even though it is set in the country, it also is like an outer space and all that. But yeah, overall, um, I did not like it, but it is not because it's bad. It's not because it was poorly written. It's just simply because of taste and preference.
yeah, I agree, and in a sense, I kind of have to go with what Foyle had said. Like, um, this wasn't one of my favorite reads. That doesn't mean that I don't like Donny Cates and I don't think that he's an amazing writer. Just this book in particular wasn't my type of style. I'd still have to go with God Country. Um, as the number one pick of what we've read and what we went over so far. I still think that country would probably be the best one so far.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of aspects to it that were very cool, and that you could see aspects that were kind of similar to some of his other books and whatnot. But there's definitely see another side of Donny Cates that we haven't seen in any of the other books,
Hmm.
as far as his writing technique, or you know even the panels and like the covers for this too are more. You can tell it's not a easygoing book. It's it's like you can tell just like that alone.
Hey man, it's kind of gory, but I mean it's still a dope cover. I'm not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
lie
it's
about
still a
that.
dope cover, but I mean,
Overall, I mean it was a good story. Kind of like how you guys said. What the main thing that I like, and that I've noticed, no matter what story it is, uh, dedication kind of kind of goes on the realm of like family oriented type. Uh, I noticed that every time, like when he writes a book about Texas, it's usually something that has to do with not just an individual person, but uh, as a family overall. I don't know what you guys think.
yeah, for sure. There's that throughout every story where it's family, 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 which I'm sure we'll see that in crossover as well. But I mean, yeah, you look at his other books, you look at Thor, Venom. I mean, you look at any of his stuff, and it all has a big family aspect to it, which I believe I believe Donny Cates was a big like family kind of guy. Even before he started like professionally writing. Um, I forget who it was. It might have been like his girlfriend or his wife, but like, um, which by the way, like, doesn't his wife draw?
Yeah, I actually just figured
Yeah,
out that Donny Cates' wife does draw,
yeah, his wife
um,
does draw. So I mean,
which is kind of like a cool little dynamic uh, duel in a sense. You know,
yeah,
one person writes, one person draws.
which
Uh,
is really
uh,
cool. Which I mean, if you think about it, like that's a perfect scenario for someone who writes. Like
and
having that be
I mean,
having
some
that
of her artwork.
resource.
I've checked out some of her artwork, and I think some of her artwork is it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Uh,
some of her artwork is better than some other artists that we've seen.
but
Maybe.
I mean, I kind of like how should I put it? Kind of like how if you actually think about it, like how the female artists draw themselves. Um, I think I think that's cool.
Yeah, definitely a
I
lot of cool things there.
I
And I
like
mean,
how they draw
yeah, and
and
it's
how they come up with concepts and different things like that.
yeah. But like I was saying, like I'm pretty sure. I think it was when Donny Cates got the call or whatever, or like someone called and said that like he had a call from some
Color.
like Marvel or something. I don't remember where it was from, but or Image, I forget where, but it was like
Bandito.
his wife like came running and like told him or whatever, and I think it's cool that he has that family support behind him writing,
Bandito, what's going
and
on,
I
man?
think that really translates into his writing. So there's definitely a lot of things in the background and like him growing up that I think that either he didn't experience or he did experience, and I think he shows a lot of those aspects and the big family aspect in his writing super well, which I mean is always good. I mean everybody loves when it comes down to family, like I want to what is it like? Let's see,
Yeah, but I mean,
Batman, like
not to jump off topic, but what he does kind of bring is like problems that you can relate to personal problems.
oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he makes it. It's like when you're reading one of these books, and just be real. When you're reading some of these books, that's why I was gonna tell you guys the difference between the Marvel work and his indie work is when you're reading the Marvel stuff, you're getting high tech. You know what I'm saying? You're getting all these high amazing like stories, like like Venom. Like Null, the creation of the symbiotes, the god of the symbiotes. Like when he did Thor. When that dude. When I was reading that part when Thor was battling Galactus and he was just hammering him with the hammer. It was just I just was stuck and drawn to the book. And when you do the indie, you know what I'm saying? He's able to like what I kind of thought about it. And my point of view is if you're going through one of those like issues yourself, and it's because when you're reading a Marvel book, right, or a DC book, right, yeah, they have personal problems, and yeah, they have little issues here and there, but it's all hero stuff and villain stuff, and it's just like more of the action that you're into and the drawing and the lore of that. But when you're reading some of the indie stuff, like it makes you feel like, okay, man, that's going on like in normal life. So it makes you feel like you shouldn't feel like you're the only one going through it. You know what I mean? It's
hmm
like when other people are writing about it, it just kind of like makes things a little bit more different, and it kind of like just makes you feel a little bit like you're not the only one going through it. You know what I mean? So it's like like, and look, if you read some of this stuff, I feel like maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know, but if you're saying that, I feel like some of those obstacles that he had to go, kind of like he's kind of like giving you in a story, like, look, there's obstacles that you guys can climb. Boom, everybody has these little personal problems. Everybody has family issues, but you can always relate. And I like the whole. It's just it reminded me of the whole like rivalry that you have, even because like when the when the how I explain to you when the grandpa like possessed uh the the grandchild and made him kill the cows and do all suck the blood and all that stuff, and he was just mind controlling him. You know what I mean? It's just you just know that in real life, how many times has an elder been able to manipulate you to doing his way of, of thinking instead of your way of thinking? I just felt like he was bringing those points of views out, and it's like what I'm saying. It's cool read. If you get through it, the whole vampire thing, it's just to me it was a cool read.
No, for sure, it is a cool read, but just like we said, this is a different side of Donny Cates that we've seen, and it's not going to be for everyone. It
Exactly.
is what it is. It's how comics are, but for me and Mikey, it wasn't our taste, but for Miguel, it was like he loved it. So can't blame him for
Yeah.
that.
And the good thing is, like, what we're talking about is how is all of this going to intertwine with crossover? Because, okay, you see how we see some of the weapons. We saw some of the weapons from Tomahawk, and we saw some of the, and what we saw the weapon from Tomahawk, and we saw the weapon from God Country, and then we see the titles uh, that are on the cover. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good way to see how he's going to intertwine everything in the crossover. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be some kind of like I'm ready for it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready for issue number 1 and 2. I'd say just keep going because it's like, wait a minute, you're gonna bring all of that into one collage, like and so many different styles and stories came out, but they're all universes are gonna clash into one big one. And besides that, we're already getting information, about other books that are going to come along with this, that are going to be specced on, and then some of these specs are going to go up, and once they come true, some of these books, and it's
Right.
I just feel like we're in for a ride on this one. It was a good way to start this. I like the way that we did it. We read God Country, we read Tomahawk, then we went to Redneck just to see three different styles because we saw those titles on the cover. And so that's my question for to you. How do you think he's going to bring it all together in crossover?
That is a really good question. I mean, you don't really. It is really tough. You don't see a lot of these objects. Like God Country, how you have Valifax, and then Tomahawk. Like you're not seeing the Tomahawk or the sword in Redneck. Like Redneck doesn't have that. It doesn't
Exactly.
have a main item, so it'll be interesting to see. He might pull a character or something or whatnot, or we'll have to see what he does. It might be his own thing. We never know. But at the moment, as far as how would he tie in Redneck to crossover? I'm not entirely.
I felt it was a little girl that I felt that maybe the way to tie in the redneck. I thought I don't know. I might be off, but I was thinking that maybe we see a little cameo of the girl that has those powers like the grandpa.
Right.
I felt like maybe we would get a cameo of her. In my point of view, that's my spec because I felt that was what's gonna tie redneck. I might be wrong. You know what I'm saying? As when I was
Yeah.
reading redneck, I was like, you know what? Maybe I see a little cameo of the little girl and crossover. So now, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we won't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's another way that that redneck gets mixed in with crossover. You know, um, at the end of crossover, we saw how he jumps out the window and goes after the 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 cops, and it was able to get the family was able to escape. So you never know if the grandpa died. I mean, the book just ends, you know. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you never know. I mean, but you know what? The weird thing is, I never saw the Big Bang in Redneck. Like you saw the Big Bang in the other books that would ripple the
Yeah.
effect for the book to cross over. You know what I mean? But I might be
Yeah.
wrong also of how he's going to do crossover and how the uh, if it's all going to be based on one Big Bang. You know what I'm saying? From each universe. This is the cool part. Like we don't know. We're all just over here, having a good old time talking about what might be, what might not be. I'm really enjoying the whole three different types of books that we read because now we get to like really see how he's going to bring it all together. And
Let's go.
that's all him. That's all his mind. So we're gonna see exactly how this is. And I mean, dude, the books are selling out. So people are waiting for this.
One, it's already been confirmed to, be a big book before it even, got released. Is people were saying, and as we saw, or as you guys saw, like it sold out. What first day on Diamond, and now it's on back order.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, when's the last time you remember that happening?
Venom. But we're not
Exactly.
gonna get started on that.
Oh no, not yet. But I mean, exactly. Like with Venom, but like you saw how expensive and how crazy like Venom was.
Mm-hmm.
At least the beginning of it. Like so many first appearances, so many things. But with crossover having its name, it's like what's it crossing over? What's it gonna combine with? What is it gonna have in it that we don't know yet? So
And also, what I also noticed, a lot of the independent books that Donny has wrote, Donny writes image. He
yeah,
usually sticks with the image. So, in my point of view, I believe crossover can be something that ultimately can be something big like Venom or like Thor, due to the fact that he's been with Image for a long time, and going back touch base off of what Meta said, and then that Donny Cage said in an interview, he's been planning this since 2017. So that just kind of gives you a glimpse and an insight of just what exactly might be coming.
yeah. And like I said, like I think it'll probably be a character more than an actual item because we
Hmm.
haven't seen any actual like pronounced items in Redneck, but we've seen it in God Country. We've seen it in we've seen it in Tomahawk. So there's definitely some questions that need to be answered, but I'm sure we'll have those answered as soon as we get crossover. So
Hmm. What you think, KM?
No, yeah. I'm just gotta go back with what Foro said. We just gotta wait and see because I felt also too that it wasn't gonna be an object from Redneck. I don't see an object in Redneck that can. It would have to
Yeah,
be a
I kind of went
person.
over the book. I can't find like a particular item or object
and
that.
and and yeah, and that's what like one of the cool things that um Meta found was the whole Ghost Rider kind of connection. That was pretty cool with the Tomahawk because there is no connection like that with Redneck. As far as I went over the book, I read
Mhm.
it a couple of months ago, and then I reread it again just to see. And the only thing that I feel um, is the grandpa and the daughter both had those connecting powers in the story of Redneck. Where they could be able to see the past, but just that the little girl's powers were a little limited. to the fact that she was young, but it felt like she was like if there's a second part to this book, it felt like she was going to be the next big step into the second part. That's what I felt. So now, in my point of view, I felt like maybe we were going to see her in a little cameo appearance in crossover. That's what I kind of felt with the book. Or maybe you can say because the Bowman family just stuck together. What was the name of the one dude?
Was it Slab?
No,
Or was it?
Slap was the Slap. Slap got killed,
Yeah.
The
and
Slap was the one that got killed in the tree.
yes, Slap got killed.
Was it Evil? I think one of their names were Evil. Had some crazy names. JV. JV was the old man though. No, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, JB was the
I think Phil was a character.
was it Bartlett? Is that the name of the JV's friend? Because
Yeah,
I would
yeah. If
I
I'm not
did
mistaken, I believe that was
I
his
think
name.
that's what I'm saying, that I don't really see JV. I don't really see like the I might be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I really don't see the priest either.
Yeah.
Um, I don't really see none of them like really being into the other story. If it would be a part of a crossover, if anything, I feel like maybe it'll be it'll be Bartlett or the little girl, or
Yeah.
maybe them two together. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I really don't see anybody else. I may be wrong. I'm telling you, I might be 100 complete, and that's what I'm gonna enjoy when I read the book. If I'm wrong, because I'm already guessing. You know what I mean? So it's
No, yeah, but I mean, we just have to see.
yeah, that's why it was. I mean, and also too. I mean, that's why we really. Uh, I mean, when me and when we started talking about how we were gonna do an exclusive cover, it's just it just felt right to do it with a Donny Case book because like he brought a lot of the reading back that I really didn't enjoy until I started reading some of his stuff,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's when like you know what I mean, and it's kind of like really kind of like like if that guy really did bring like an old reader out of retirement. Like I kind of really enjoyed that. The some of the stuff uh AM knows. As soon as when I know that the Venom and Thor book are gonna come, where am I at, AM?
waiting for the package to get here.
I'm just like a little kid, bruh, and I don't even care. I don't even start the day with a count or anything. I just grab an issue,
That's all me.
which I'm gonna you know what I'm saying, it's my issue, but I go straight to the issue, I read it, and then I start my day. And AM knows I'm just like a little kid. You know what I mean? Like waiting for my candy.
Even with some non-Danny Cates
No, for
books,
me,
is
I
like
have to have it like set. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
there's some non Donny case that I'm waiting for too. Don't get me wrong, the Snyder is but that's what I'm saying. I'm glad that I just made a comeback reading. I'm glad that I'm reading again. All these books are awesome, bro. And you know what I mean? It's cool to be doing the comic shop and actually reading the books. It's not like I don't enjoy. That's what me and AM talked about. It was we would go back in the day to go to comic shops and we couldn't even talk comics. We would talk about comic books and they didn't even know what we were talking about, and
Oh yeah.
it just felt boring. And I told them, nah, man, we need to make a comic shop that brings back that joy of reading again. And I read like you don't understand for like, but I'm giddy for the Thor and Venom and when the Batman right now the Tinian. Batman that he's writing, bro. I'm just right there waiting for the package. But
Oh
I,
yeah.
I get the Batman copy, I read it, and then I start my day. It's now I start my day just reading a good book. It's kind of like your cup of coffee also to go with your coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
If you really think about it. So if you get a good book to go with your cup of Joe in the morning, and like if I get that Thor right, and oh, you know what? I was also giddy for this Marvel Zombies that came out, but you know what I'm saying? Like it, that's what Marvel and DC has to keep on doing. Image, all of these companies, they got to keep doing that. They got to keep bringing us at our edge of the seat again, like it used to be. Like where we're waiting for these books to drop, not to sell them, but to actually read them. I know we
Well,
sell them, but that should be the secondary part.
yeah.
I felt like we forgot the first part of it was to enjoy a good read, and
Mhm.
then yeah, the book is gonna spike, and then you can flip it. You know what I'm saying? Like you enjoy it, you know. But
Yeah, which I think is why a lot of people are excited for a crossover, is because it's going to bring a lot of things back that we haven't had for a while, or that they're wanting to look forward to, because it's good. Like, think about it. When's the last time you had a book where it had like a big mystery like crossover of like what the heck is gonna happen? There's all this hype around it. No one's saying anything. Like, there's all these crossovers. There's these books, Spawn 10, and it's like I can't remember the last book that was like this one, at least for my time. And I was born in 2000.
hmm
Like, there's a lot of books nowadays, like where exactly what happens, before it even comes out.
yep.
Exactly, like ASM 49, which I'm not bashing ASM 49 or ASM 50, but like we already know what happens, and it's like partially it's because it's I'm not gonna say it's Key Collector's fault, but like Key Collector will tell you things before you even get it, and
Oh yeah,
so
like
these
the
other
first
places.
appearances and different
So I
things like
think
that.
that's also a big thing as far as
What that is doing is that is affecting it. What that does is kind of like, well, that's the what it represents. That's why me and AM were talking about this a long time ago, and the reason that this whole thing is easy for us is because we were that customer. That I'm reading Venom, right?
yeah.
I'm reading Venom per se, right? And we go and I'm reading one, two, I get to three, and then I have to spend $50 for three, which I'm not complaining, but not the first day. I felt like it shouldn't happen the first day. And when you go in
Oh
there
no.
and the customer takes 10, 15 issues from the rack just because they were able to figure out the spike before you, but you're reading the book. Yeah, and they tell you, yeah, it sucks. And they tell you, oh, but if you're reading it, get your second print, right? Right? Get yourself a
But it's the
second print.
same thing is gonna
But
happen.
it
The
loses
same.
the value. So, like, if you want to flip that first run of Venom that you read it, right? You read it, right? And you want to now flip it to get another run because your collection is making you more money.
Yeah.
How are you gonna do it with a second or third print of issue number three where you could have got issue number one?
Uh huh.
First print. I mean, issue number three, first print. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I feel. It was affecting the customers. It was affecting the market. But that's what. Um, I mean, it comes with the territory. But you can always go to amkmcomics.com and get it for regular price, even on release day. None, none of this.
Yeah, that's
None of
how me
this
and Meta met though. Uh,
extra like that was to me that was a lie, bro. When everybody says I didn't I oh my god, like what's going on, we all got shorted out for our what is it that Robin
Dark,
King, the one shot.
the Dark Knight Death Metal Legends of the Dark Knight.
Oh yeah.
Nah, we took care of our customers with the 1 in 25 and the regular issues, and no BS. I think we ordered 50 copies, and all of them, but like 5 or 6 that we kept to slab and do giveaways and stuff like that. Everything else, was just sold. So
Yeah.
to us, that's where I feel like, you know what, be honest about it. If you're gonna say that, okay, I want to flip it on eBay because it's going through some hard times, and you want to get double, but to tell your customers that I didn't get the stuff all the time, it's kind of shady. It's like, really, you didn't get the stuff, but we ordered 50 copies, we got all 50 plus the two 1 in 25s.
Yeah, it
So
makes you start thinking.
it's just like, wait a minute, we didn't get shorted out. So how did y'all get shorted out? So it's like, wait, it's cool, but it is what it is, and the market is if you can't get, to me, that's what makes me pissed off. If you can't get a regular cover for $3.99 on release day, that's what pisses me off. I don't think you should be spending $10 for a regular cover. If you missed it and a week later it's on $10, that's on you. But if you went out there as a regular person just to get your book,
On your
and
regular Wednesday.
on a regular Wednesday, and you go to your comic shop and now it's at $10, cover A and B, that was getting to me. Because yeah, you can oversell a book or whatever, but not like 20, $15. Like, you go, what, sell it for $6, 7 if you want to. I mean, we do it for $3.99, we don't care. But I mean,
That's
because
the
you're
thing.
already getting
Nowadays,
your,
you have like cover A's
Honda
like
Chiproni,
coming
what's
out
going
selling
on,
for
my
like
friend?
$10, $15 as soon as it comes out.
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, you already making your money back on the ratio variance. I mean, extra money too. So if you sell out of your cover A and B and you sell your ratio variance, you should be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just take care of your customers. You know, be loyal to what got you started. You know, uh, we spent extra material to ship out the comics, but that's because as collectors ourselves, we know how we want a book shipped to us.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And the way that we ship out books is the way that we feel books should be shipped to us. And we ship out with nothing but extra love. Because I love
Good.
each book. You know what I'm saying? Each book to me has its own value. Hey, Collector's Den. How's it going, brother?
How's it
Did you just
going?
pick that up?
Yeah, I got it in a trade right now. Look at this 9.6, but look at the back. Oh, scratch.
Now, what I do like what's going on is that writers like Donny Cates are bringing back the old books. So, if you're a shop that has these old books, now this sucks. If you have them on the dollar bin and you forgot to do your research and you don't know that what's going on, and people went in and grabbed your books for $1, that's on you. But if you're following comics
Appreciate
and
it.
your behind is actually doing your research, doing what you have to do on your work, following what's going on in the community, following what's going on in the MCU and what's going on, you know what I'm saying, in the pop culture, and you notice that the books are spiking, then that gives you as a comic shop a chance to get a book and raise it up a couple dollars, you know. And to me,
Hmm.
that's fair. That's fair because it's like it helps you out in a sense, But I don't know. There's a lot of people that don't do the research and then get upset at the end that a book that they had sold for $10 and now it's worth 70, $80.
Hey, collectors, then would you tell me that happened to you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think you guys experienced hands-on too. Like you would take a book up to the counter, and then they're doing the research right there and then because you're interested in that book, you know?
No,
Oh yeah,
I'm, I'm,
that's what
I'm
would
not gonna throw
happen with
any
like
comic
Very
shops out there.
Gary. That's what would happen with Very Gary and Pressable Defects. They had a video, and went out hunting for like books at this old place, and as soon as like this guy had thousands upon thousands, and and then they brought him up to the counter, and as soon as they brought it up, he's like, "All right, give me a little bit. I gotta price all these out," and he pulled out the eBay, and then they're like, "Nah." It's like, come on. It's like, how you gonna do that?
Yeah. enjoy them.
No, yeah, no, that none of that makes sense. Your stuff should already be priced. I mean, if you didn't do your research, it is what it is. But I'm not here to smash on any comic shops or talk shit about any comic shops or put on any comic shops on blast. That's why I'm not gonna have collectors Den mention what comic shop. But didn't you say that you took a couple of copies of one particular book to the counter and they told them well they told you they couldn't sell it to
Yeah, I
you?
went through a very harsh ordeal with this comic shop that I was frequently going to. It was I made it my actual like home comic shop that I would go every weekend for New Comic Book Day. I was there every weekend. I was there early, picking up my pools and stuff like that. And COVID hit, and they closed down unfortunately for a while. And when they opened back up, I noticed that the owner was a little bit, he changed a little bit. He was a little bit more edgy,
I
a
wasn't
little
talking
bit
about that one. I
more,
was talking about the other one this week. But yeah,
a
go
little bit
ahead.
more, just overall, just kind of rude. And I would ask him questions. He was really short. Now, he didn't. I guess he didn't have time to talk though, man. Because they were going through stuff. And at that time, unfortunately, well, fortunately, because I was getting paid, but I was on unemployment because I had got laid off. And I was there, I was there quite a bit. I was there for 2, 3 hours, and just I was on coffee, all hyped up, looking through shit, and I guess it kind of annoyed him because I wasn't really buying stuff. I was just going through his dollar bins, and he accused me of putting regular price books in his dollar bins, man. And it was weird because a lot of the people that I know in the comic community that would go there, they said we used to pick up good stuff in his dollar bins. But after a while, he just thought, it was a problem, and it was a big ordeal. And I even threatened to get some attorneys involved because basically he was saying I was stealing, and that's a big no-no for me, man. I try to help shops out, and for him to accuse me of stealing was like a big thing to me, and luckily, I mean, it didn't turn into a big old situation. I mean, a couple things happened to me here and there, but as far as getting into any trouble or anybody losing trust in me, none of that happened. But yeah, some shops kind of take it to the extreme on spec books and stuff like that.
What's up, Honda? I'm doing good. But yeah, definitely. There's some of those shops where like I hear about it.
Yeah,
Like I'm blessed. I've never ran into that situation. Like
Bandito said that he went through that kind of type of experience and it really does suck, which it does. You know
Yeah.
but that's part of the reason why we offer uh newer books on Fridays when we get them, or Mondays when we get them. If we get them early, we offer it to you guys early, so you guys don't have to go through the hassle of going to a comic shop and they'll be like, "Oh well, this book is spiking, so I gotta sell it to you for this price." No,
Yeah. And
oh
that's
no,
why, like, when you guys were offering that service, I'm kind of old school. I like going in, but I mean, it was just easier for me to go through you guys and not have to deal with stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or comic
yeah,
shop owners pulling hot books off. They would never even hit the shelf anymore. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's just,
yeah,
I mean, I understand everybody got to make their money, but I mean, at least take care of your loyal customers that are always there. Every
no,
weekend buying their,
yeah.
picking up the schools, buying
I
their
mean, you
books.
gotta take care of the community. I mean, the community is the one that makes you uh, possible and able to continue doing what you're doing. If you don't have community support, it kind of basically means nothing. Because I mean, if they dislike you or because of the type of business practices that you do, then I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose of going into business because you're never going to make any money because you're not taking care of the people that actually care about
Yeah,
you.
yeah. And the thing
yeah,
with me too is like, when I talk to somebody, like especially comic shop guys, like I tend to talk like if I've known them for a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that's how it is. You build a relationship and you talk to
no,
people. And I guess
definitely.
sometimes when they're not in the mood, they don't want to joke around.
No, yeah, Collector Den is a customer of ours. I mean, there's been points in times where Well, he'll come pick up his books and we'll talk for about an hour to 2 hours. It just depends. Um,
Yeah.
and that's the type of relationship from comic shop to customer should have in a sense. I think that you should be able to have that interaction to be able to that kind of touches back to what KM said. Just being able to go into a comic shop and to be able to feel a welcome environment as far as being able to talk about a particular book with the person at the counter or different things like that, and not get the side eye for being in the store for 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever it may be.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you're there every weekend religiously, like, and you're buying stuff, like, I was buying supplies, I was buying toys, buying stuff all the time. It's not like I was just there, reading the books or something, and it's just, it's, it's, it's a unfortunate situation that, that sometimes happens, I guess.
No, yeah, but I mean, it's all gonna. I think that the community is what's gonna make it strong again in a sense and bring it back up. That's why we see all these connections that we do because I mean, these conversations that we have. When have we had a conversation? These are the type of conversations you want to have at the shop. Like when you go to, you can't like the way we're having a conversation, a crossover. I bet you go to the shop and they look at you like, yeah, the book that's just about to come out, and
Yeah.
what I feel is 100%, if you don't really love what you're doing, why are you
Don't do
doing
it.
it?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
If you don't really like to ship out packages, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't If you don't like to take care of your customers, get off and let somebody else kind of like stop taking the space because you're not really enjoying it,
Hmm.
move to the side and let somebody that's really gonna enjoy it do it. You
Yeah.
know, I really enjoy when customers go through our keys and they buy. There's this guy. Can't mention names. Everything is always confidential. But Mike AM knows what I'm talking about. There's this guy that always gets a bunch of keys from our webpage, and he knows that he doesn't sometimes get non keys, bro. He gets some of these 60s books and 70s like books that are non keys, but I always put it to him on Mylar. And one of the
Hmm.
things that he told AM was like, bro, you guys are the only shop to put everything in my lot for me. I'm like, bro, that's a book, man. That's a classic. If it's Green Lantern and it's from 1967 and it's not a key, I will still put it in a two mil mile. You know what I mean? Because
At least a 2 mil.
it's just you got to give it that love, man. And that customer has shown us so much love. Um, I give him some free stuff every time Mike goes and gives him some his delivery. It's he's a wonderful dude, bro. But he makes me have fun going through the keys and non-keys and picking out his books. So
Yeah.
if you love what you're doing, because I'm like, oh man, this dude just bought the first appearance of this, and he got the second appearance of that, and he got the third appearance of this. And to me, it's just like fun when I go through his order. It's just so fun. It makes me have a good old time,
You're enjoying
and
it.
it's like, damn. Sometimes I forget about books. Oh shoot, I forgot we even had that book. There goes that Daredevil, and and it's like to me. I tell him he makes work fun because we have that option in our webpage where you can just get old books or keys and like old runs. And we were trying to bring a comic shop experience as much as you could to the webpage without you being actually in the shop.
Oh yeah.
I know it sucked, but it's because you wanted to do it because of these COVID times, and you just want to get through it. So as much as we could drag to the webpage, we did it. Mikey sometimes didn't even have go to sleep. My wife didn't sometimes go to sleep. It was hard on everybody, but we did it. And it was fun. At the end of the day, it was fun. So I don't know how to explain it to people. If you don't really enjoy it, then it's gonna be hard for you to make something of it. And I told AM that's what's so beautiful about this,
Real quick.
that us showing so much love to the community at first, that we got the love back and we were able to get that first exclusive. I told AM, I feel we're gonna get an exclusive in the next year. Remember, AM, I told you next year. And we did it this year, which it was like eye opening for me because we love what we do.
But yeah, Redneck was a great book. No, definitely, all those things are really important. Which, you know, like Donny Cates is writing some really good books. Which I know people think we got off track, but like you have to think about it. A lot of Donny Cates books are like good books to talk about in shops or online with people. So I definitely think with what we're going through right now as far as Corona and other stuff, I definitely think Donny Cates is actually helping in a way as far as having these stories that people can relate to and talk about. So definitely all really important things that I think is really cool and that make Redneck a good book. But like I said, not for me. But I don't know if it was for collectors then. But
I don't even think Collector Din has read that book. I mean,
I haven't read Redneck, but I did read Thanos Win, Silver Surfer Black, and those are like my favorite stories that I have read, and I really
you
enjoyed those
guys,
books.
you guys just have to wait for 2 weeks from now when we start talking about crossover and getting the insights. Well, you'll pretty much understand. I mean, the book is supposed to drop around the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. After the book is released, we'll start touching base and we'll start talking about the book and different things like that. So um, I think that the, I think that would be that's going to be an interesting topic to talk about and to kind of get the inside of the community and how they feel about what crossover means and what potentially crossover may bring. Um, I think that's sincerely important. Also, we plan on doing a Q&A potentially with Justine Franny. So if you guys have any questions for her, then just let me know. She won't be live due to the fact of the language barrier. But I will send her an email and definitely get everyone's comments.
Yeah,
Shout out
so
to Jabroni, man. Hey, man. Shout out to Jabroni. In all seriousness, though, he does have a channel um, with some good content. He has a couple of unboxings from us, and he does unboxing videos and different videos like that. You guys should go ahead and hit him up, throw a sub on him, get my boy taken care of.
I mean, yeah,
But
that Thanos Win was one of my favorite. What's your favorite Donny Cates book?
me and Foiled are gonna stick with God Country
God,
since we
country.
can't play crossover.
No, not just because of crossover, but just in general. What's your favorite Donny
No,
Cates?
no, I'm being for real. Like I said,
Yeah, we
God Country
legitimately have to
probably
say
be
God country.
Nah.
All right,
generally
it
maybe
begins with the
one of
C.
my favorite of Donny Cates reads. I can't say crossover. Wait, I don't know what happened. I can't say crossover due to the fact that crossover hasn't been released. Um, but
What about
definitely
Cam?
KM's getting the
What's up? What's up?
hilarious.
What's your favorite Donny Cates story?
It's gonna have to be that Thanos run.
Yeah. Which one?
He
Thanos
did
Win?
with the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Yeah, Thanos wins, man. Just the way he rolled, the way he wrote Thanos. talking in it, man. It's just like fucking like poetry, dude. Like it's just it was a sick ass. Wait, is this the first one? Yeah, it is.
There we go.
Part one, baby.
Yeah,
So
man. That's what I was trying to explain to Mike, that I really enjoyed that first part where you know how, Thanos goes into the future, right? And well, Thanos, I mean, the Ghost Rider brings Thanos into the future.
yeah,
But when
Oh
he met
Lord,
that old Thanos, you know, and Thanos, Thanos
we're,
doesn't bow
we're gonna
down,
have to cut foil.
yeah.
and you know what I'm saying. When you're reading Thanos, Thanos doesn't bow down. And bro, when you were reading that storyline, and and Thanos was still not bowed down to the older Thanos, bro, it was like a good read. Like he knew what he was doing on that one. Like I really enjoyed
I
that
love
story.
it.
The only part that I'm not gonna lie to
Oh
you that
shit,
really
Rock
shocked
City
me.
was good.
This is the only part that I'm not gonna lie to you that shocked me, Collector Dan. What did you think of this part? Did, when the Cosmic Ghost Rider was doing this thing with Galactus.
Uh-huh.
You know when finally Galactus was about to confront Thanos, and Thanos just did that blast, and his whole head just fell off. It decapitated him. I felt like, man, that was like
Too simple.
not. I just felt like, come on, you could have done something better, Galactus, for Galactus than that. that was my only. That was my only tick with the story. I was like, man, nah, I didn't feel that part. Like I was telling earlier in the show where Thor is just going with the hammer and is going through Galactus, and it's just going through
Don't
the kneecap,
spoil
and then it
all of
goes
it. Jeez.
on top. Oh, hey, if you didn't read the story, this is the Thor 6 came out like what, a month and a half ago.
I know, but we still gotta talk about it.
Come on, man.
Bandito said, "I can't wait for the Cosmic Omnibus."
Whew.
Really?
You
I'm
know what
out.
I actually can't wait for?
He's gonna read
I can't.
Thanos wins, Silver Surfer Black, Cosmic Ghost Rider, all that goodness comes out in the omnibus. But nevertheless, it looks like Miguel has the super chat. We had two super chats, $5 each. Chicken Trapster, Papa Willie. Uh, but yeah,
I'm guessing
Do
Papa Willie's
Thor
gonna win.
number 6, and I'm telling this is gonna be an under. This cover is gonna probably pick up later on, guys. This cover right here is gonna really
I
probably
feel
do
like
a little.
that's gonna become Infinity Gauntlet #1.
This
And
Daniel
then
right here is 9-8, baby. We're
Final
opening it
27,
up.
29. I felt like throwing this one in there since it's a good read. It's gonna be a good little variant to throw in there. Something's killing the children, and then Venom 27.
Nice.
yeah.
Just
If you
keep
guys
it
got
What
keep
this,
about
keep it Kate, and then right
Kate.
now I'm enjoying Tinian's work on Batman and on Killing the Children. So I had to throw in Tinian. If you're not on him, jump on his writing. This dude is amazing as well.
Oh Lord, here comes Papa Willie.
uh, just in
He
time?
said, just in time for the wheel.
That's
Hey
right.
man, like I said, we totally understand when our panel members are unable to do the show due to family issues and family things that come up. Family is a bit family are one of our biggest things is family always comes first. So we definitely understand. So with that being said, I'm going to do the super chat. Where we at? Hopefully you guys like my new wheel.
New wheel. What's new wheel look like? Oh my gosh. What book is that? It looks awesome. Where can I get one? And then that's where you put yourself on.
So I got an upgraded wheel, guys. So we got Tricky Trapster and Papa Willie on the wheel.
Wait, Papa Willie
Um,
said wait.
wait, what? What you mean? Wait.
Papa Willie said wait.
Oh my God. We
Oh,
might as well just
Honda,
give it to.
I like that crossover wheel. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you,
dope.
Honda Jabroni.
Nice.
You know, foil to
homage. Come on, Papa Willie.
Papa Willie about to rig the wheel.
Wait, I want to get in on the wheel. Oh, Jalen's gonna get on the wheel.
Might as well just. Oh snap! All right, yeah, I'll give you guys a few moments to get in on the wheel. I'll update it if you guys want. I think the link dropped. Yeah, it dropped about 2 minutes ago. So I'll give you guys about. I'll set like a 2-minute timer, and then off to the wheel we go.
Just kidding. I'm a panel member. No, you're a chat member right now. You can get in on it.
Papa Willie said that he did another one. I gotta check on that. Let me see. Oh, kick me out. Not yet. So obviously Thano wins versus God Country would be the overall favorite. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, should we have him vote what we talk about next?
Well, no. Next
Yeah,
show we're gonna
what
get
would you guys
next show
like?
we're gonna get into a little bit more into crossover and the real specs. We probably have the whole team. I'm going to hit some of the leads that I was following. I know every panel member does it. You know, Meta goes crazy with his search. So we all meet and have a little bit more to dissect on crossover because it's about that time, guys. November is right around the corner. We're gonna get that issue.
Detective Miguel.
Oh yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. We gotta follow them leads, bro. We gotta follow them leads.
He's about as furry as a Detective Pikachu.
When do I get my crossover shipped up?
When we get it, of course.
What?
As soon as we get the product.
When do I get mine that I paid for?
Bro, you already.
Well, all the pre-sellers, all the stuff that's sold on pre-sale gets top priority.
I'm just kidding. I haven't
priority. Yeah.
So as soon as we get the product, everyone that was on pre-sale is going to get shipped ASAP.
I'm fucking with you. I haven't gave you guys the money yet for it.
Hey, order for me. Order for me.
Don't order from Foil. After that, it goes.
I'll give you free
new customers that come in.
Give me your PayPal. Foil.
Yeah,
I got you.
What do you mean? Foil orders from me.
I got a
so you're literally going through like a third party.
I got a distributor.
Me?
Distributor out in California.
You know, throw a stink bomb in Foil's package so he can have a nice delivery. As soon as he opens
Rock
the package.
City ordered 6 sets.
Ooh. You know, Rock City's gonna be one of the first guys to get his package.
Do a big unboxing video on my channel. Just waiting for upgrade list to pay more.
Oh, you have a diamond account too?
No.
Oil?
No. I'm reading Rock City's thing.
I know you don't.
No, I get my stuff through AmCam. I'm actually should be getting your guys' box tomorrow, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Your big ass.
Not a crossover, so chill out.
I think
with the 100 bags and
like
the 100 boards.
Oh yeah. I think that's added. That's what added the weight on there too.
With my Champions One Peach Momoko.
Well, your package was already ready, but AM wanted to make you wait 4 days for the bags until they got here.
I know.
What bags? You guys got bagging boards now?
Yeah, I get my supplies and stuff through AMCam.
Well, we did, but Foil bought some of the last ones before the next delivery gets here.
Dude, those 4mm Mylars that you guys had were the shit, man. You guys
Yeah, I have some of those still.
They were like half silver age, half regular. I don't know, man, but they were fucking beautiful.
All right.
Oh, the current modern or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like the ones that fit the Silver Age and can also fit the modern. You know, because if you get just the modern, bro, and then you get a Silver Age that you want to put in a Mylar,
Mm-hmm.
and then and you can't fit the Silver Age, it's just like you know what I'm saying? It just like gives you no option. But if you, to me, if you get the bigger one, it just gives you a better option.
Just bagging and boarding some shit. Ran out of tape.
All right. That being said, I got the list all updated.
Whistle. When do I get my box spoiled? Shut up.
I just want to know what's going to happen with that Secret War 8.
Dude, I honestly hope it hits a 9.8.
I'm jumping up and down.
Oh my gosh.
It almost caught it.
KM acting like nobody saw it.
No, it fell right on my lap.
No,
too.
I saw it fell flat. It didn't hit a corner or nothing.
Plus, I have
All
more
right.
copies of these.
As I say, you guys probably have like a whole long box. Hey, that's a valid question.
I think I'm down to like 25 issues of these, or 20.
All right.
Less
With
than
the first
20.
shuffle being Tricky Trapster, second shuffle being Tricky Trapster, third shuffle being Papa Willie,
Tricky.
fourth shuffle Tricky Trapster, fifth is going to be Papa Willie, sixth Papa Willie, seventh Papa Willie. Oh goodness, here we go.
Gee, I wonder who's gonna win.
I don't know.
Fix your grandma's chair. Oh, I need to.
There we go. And off to the races.
What's that cover to the left? The New Comics Weekly. What's that cover?
Hey, is it me or is the wheel spinning kind of like twitchily?
It's twitchy.
We're gonna have to get a new wheel. Hey,
I don't even know why we.
Told you guys.
Spin the wheel. I even increased. Congratulations with your one streak, Papa Willie.
Papa Willie won?
Yeah, Papa Willie. It's because he's always rigging the super chat.
He didn't win. Did he, bro?
Yeah.
Oh snap!
Right.
Hey man, nah, I don't buy no magical bras. No magical bras for me, man. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and add that one onto the box. With that being said, we're gonna say foiled for last. What you got going on? What you want to just let the community know? Appreciate you stopping by, my friend.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
No, you're on.
Oh, no. Thank you guys for everything once again, and we'll be here and look out for the auctions that my boys are doing, AMK
I don't do no auctions. That was a one-time thing.
Well, I mean that you guys are always in them, so just look out for you guys and
definitely
make AMKM your guys' comic shop, and look out for more content coming your way. Thank you guys.
Here come the jokes.
Oh gosh.
Anyone else picking up a Magic Bra sponsored by Willa Names? What you want to drop on the community? What's going on in the ballpark?
And I just want to say thank you, everybody that came out. Thanks for the chat. I really enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next week for some more content. Peace.
All right. Lastly, no, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support today. Yeah, we did an auction earlier today, something a little bit different due to the fact that Meta had to step out today. But shout out to Meta and his family, man. This little one and stuff. Hopefully everything goes with him. But no, I appreciate everyone's love and support today. Tomorrow, in tomorrow's auction, I believe we'll be throwing up 3 Jokers. That's coming out. That's going to be the last issue. I don't know. Maybe we may do a little special or something. We'll see. But keep your eye out. Tune in tomorrow on Metaphorical's channel so we can bring you some goodness.
Yeah.
That being said, we're going to go to the goofball of the group.
What is up? What is up?
Let's see.
It's your boy,
What I tell you.
Metaphorical. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, had a lot of fun. Definitely Redneck was an interesting book. I'm liking talking about these Donny Cates books. It gets interesting and interesting. And yeah, it's just a cool time that we can sit here and talk like this. But definitely next week we should have more people in here. It's cool to see Collector's Den come in and, fresh faces and, fresh points of views on things. And can't wait to, have more of these talks. And hopefully, you guys will get you some crossover exclusives or just cover A's, B's, C's, or D's.
Yeah. Hey.
It's such a good book. But
speaking of that, myself, and Foiled and Chicken Trapster will have some covered D's if you guys are interested with some commissioned art. So hit us up for that. And yeah, we'll talk more about that, and we'll get you guys taken care of. And yeah, that's some new news that are going to drop on y'all. You guys also had the option to get that signature graded. My bad, and possibly signature series. So hit us up. Let us know.
Yes.
And Foiled, if you want to hit up your Evan, who showed up today for the auction, we can have him on the show for Sunday if he wants, special as a guest appearance, just to see his aspect of the comics, how it's going through the youngsters' point of view right now, how the community sees it, and the books are coming.
Hey Evan, what you
through them.
feel like? What you think? You feel like you could jump on next week?
If he feels like he wants to jump on, let us know.
I'm telling you right now, Evan is the biggest hater of Donny Cates.
That's why. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. We want to hear everybody's opinion. That's exactly what we want.
You better be ready for the rage.
Exactly. We want to know what the youngsters feel, what the older people feel, what the old timers feel. We want to feel what everybody feels right now in the community. What's going on?
All I heard was it's gonna be on fire on Sunday. That's all I heard. But that being said, outro. Nevertheless, Evan, if you want to come on Sunday, you're always welcome on my channel, like I had said. But yeah, definitely appreciate all the love and support, guys. Go ahead and check up on my boy Meta and his son, man. Send him a message. Show him how much we love him. And until next time, I'll see y'all tomorrow.